you tryna go be? Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the...
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This will be taken in at the 1. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Hey, exit. Snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thomas has got it. Complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Yep.
Hey, pick your game up. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, 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 check.
Lead grip.
Second and 5. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Clear.
53, Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check. Blue draw Porter. 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Pilot, 64, get it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock.
And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First down, number 27.
Nice, sweetheart. Hey, switch gears.
X3, 218, chopper. Let go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins.
70, Indy. Bravo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check.
Topper. Yo, go. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Draw play, and it's Snell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
60 61, Matchbox Lights. Smooth.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
General West.
On first down, it's Snell again. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Fire.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get it.
2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, break.
44 Mike. Check. Come to my work. We win it.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Kill.
80 weapons. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That was Rashad Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 51. Mike 51. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Right, under 10. Keep grip.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
60 outlaw.
I got you, boy.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey, Greystone, travel.
Check 50. Watch the end.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Seibert on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Look at me. Go. Go. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
53's the mic.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Rabbit. Check 4.
Hey, orbit. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Wahoo!
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
He's crashing.
Blue draw Corkers.
Check 52.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check safety.
Pilot, 64, weak. Deep grip.
Now here's Snell. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Benny Snell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll run with Michelle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Joker. He's coming. We got
Topper. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Palmer. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 52. You remember?
Hey, Echo. No.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
2nd and 14. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
line.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Football's the Mike. Mike's football.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check 26, check 26.
Leo.
Tighten up.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's Snell yet again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, set.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He'll look to throw, and Thomas has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a give here to Snell. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
Mike 53.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And it's Michel once again.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
10-2 stop.
Back to throw here. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 6-6.
Penny, the first down carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Come.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
80 weapons. Snap.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
70, Indy.
At the 6-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Protein spill. Hey, Haywood.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
They'll drop the throw. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Back to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
Jaguars 21, Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey! 44's the mic, 44's mic. Check. Watch the curls. 44. Hey, Charlie. 44. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, half. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jones. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Down. 50. Play.
Bandit.
Clear. Let go.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
No. Check it back.
Greystone travel.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now.
This is Penny. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Lucky. Check.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And an alley to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. Able to avoid him. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's
6
go.
yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Get ready.
2nd and 4. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Gotta do better.
Ready to go. Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
X3, 218, chop, go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
61, matchbox lights.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Now.
2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
General West.
What? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Seam 7.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Go. Hey, Delta.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, foxtrot.
Guys, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Safety's creeping.
They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary Conley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Gator.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, Irvin.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. I got one. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Watch the
Door out.
Check 9.
Hey, wahoo.
44. Mike, 40.
Now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Wide, get wide. Watch the safety creep.
2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready, set.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Look at me, zipper.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Again, it's Penny. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Penny. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.